scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it Smothers. Maybe some room here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Explosive offenses aren't necessarily air raid offenses, right? Sometimes you can just run the ball and pick up chunks of yardage, and you've seen that now on these last 2 plays. Really great job by the offensive line. They are road grading up front, and 2 nice ones. All of a sudden, you're in the red zone. That is how you can be explosive, by toting the rock.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags it, and there's running room. Powers through. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Going to the ground. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running inside, it's West. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second round by this defense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
There's a crease. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Smothers. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got it again. Quick spin on the run. Might have a chance. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Brown running left. Got enough for the first. And he scores! Touchdown Longhorns!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to get him down.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well,
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Using his legs to buy some time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that, now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Offense changing the play. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Arch is going to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets away from one. He's got space. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason deal. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Sayin. A strike downfield. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Fourth down, Sayin. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Gets it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to move them on the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quarterback making checks. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Play fake, say it. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job on the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll go play action with Sayan. Going for it all. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Arch Madness. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Took a shot as he threw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Say it. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Sayan trying to be heard above the noise. Working on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Let's see what they do on third down. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Unloads quickly. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Buckeye! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the point after is good. The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Arts to throw. He wants to go deep. Makes a catch at the 15. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Right on the money. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the Morbid trip to the house.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Zayn throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Zayn to throw. Under fire. And they got it. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Sooners looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Makes the grab in their space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Making side adjustments here. Manning. Oh, they're after him. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third down situation.
Play action, here's Manning. Starts to scramble to the left. Tight end finds a soft spot. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Going to the running game. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now here's Sayed. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's West. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Julian with the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Headed for the 4th quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Say it. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Quick release on the RPO. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is good. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Might be changing the route. To throw, Manning. Fires to the tight end. Running through contact. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's got him this time. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him in the flat. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The run inside. It's West. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. With whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The give is West. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Keeping it on the ground inside. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It'll be 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here's a heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throwing Manning. He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling.